So, Mario Batkovic, so good to speak to you again. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Where are you now?
At the moment, I'm in my garage.
And you're in your garage. And where is your garage?
My garage is in Switzerland, in Bern.
In Bern. Nice one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
really happy to have a chat with you again through FaceTime right now. Last weekend you were in Deventer. You played here at a concert. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you recovered or are you still recovering?
Oh, I'm always a bit tired after the shows. That's normal. Yeah. So, but there is also like never stop. You have never time to really relax. So
I can imagine. So you were playing here on Saturday night at Kelderfest in the Lebuinuskerk here in Deventer. Did you enjoy?
Oh yeah, very much. Yeah. It was really a beautiful concert for me. There's not happened often that I'm happy after a concert.
No, you told
really,
that.
Yeah, I was really enjoyed the acoustic and the situation, and the PA system was good, and the crew was good. So everything was perfect. You know, the hotel was not far away. You know, so like when you play shows, there is many little things which going wrong, which is normal and make you tired. So this concert was in a way like a perfect concert. So everything was very good.
That's really good to hear. Why is it that you normally don't really enjoy concerts?
You know, it's always also like a fight.
Yeah.
You know, let's say when you play in a festival, you have a lot of people who don't know your music, who discover you first time. So you concentrated not just to playing very well, you're also concentrating of the sound system, of the noises, of the people, of the tension. So at the concert Saturday, it was more like the people know what is coming. It was beautiful acoustic, no noises, you know. I was just only me and the sound on the end, you know.
Yeah, that's nice.
And that was very, very good. That's usually what I really like, what is usually also my job.
Yeah.
But also you have to know, like, you know, like, let's say you're just a bit tired and your fingers doesn't work like they want, you know, and then you fight the whole time, or there is a wrong cheer, then you fight also with the cheer, you know, like there is so many things which can going wrong, you know. The audience never see that, you know. But what I like to say also, like the people after my concerts, they like to tell me what they see for pictures, they see movies, they have the fantasies in the head, and they ask me, what do you see?
Yeah.
And I always answer give the same answer. I have always the same movie, and it's a horror movie.
Are you serious?
And it's called "Can I Catch the Next Button on My Instrument?"
Come on.
You know, so you are so.
You are properly. Yeah, I can imagine you're in distress if you always think about the next button, because you play quite a lot of buttons in one track. So I can imagine it's a big horror.
It's really not easy, but it's also like the tension, and you have to give so lot energy in the music that you really have to love any sound you play and you made. You know, if you don't believe in one noise don't do that, you know.
No.
But to give the full love in a little thing which maybe nobody hear, it takes a lot of energy.
Yeah,
you know?
I can imagine. Yeah, I've seen you playing 3 times now. Last time was last weekend, and what I noticed, besides the really, really incredible music, is that you drink quite a lot of water. I think you drink 1 bottle between each track, and you play like, I don't know, 8 or 10 tracks.
I know it's usually like about 2 liters.
2 liters of water.
2 liters of water, but sometimes more.
But
you know, like my music, my songs, my tracks, they are long. There are maybe some of them like 7, 8, 10 minutes, you know, and it's really like a marathon. And then when you stop, you're really Darcy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know, because you can't do nothing. You know, you cannot dance around and then have a little, a little water or a beer or whatever. You know, so you have this 30 seconds between two pieces, and you have to drink water, and it's really crazy that everybody watch you.
Yeah.
So I'm sure maybe when you see some other concert of me, then sometimes I speak with the audience
during during the show.
Yeah, about my drinking water, because this is so private.
Yeah.
when you play, that's something's different. You serve to some things which is really huge and big, which is bigger than myself. You serve to the music, But when you're drinking water, you're just drinking water.
Yeah.
And it's nothing special. And people watching you. So.
Yeah. There are 500 or more people watching you drinking water.
Yeah. And then sometimes I speak with the audience to make it. I'll say like, okay, let's make this as a part of show, because it's so strange.
Yeah. Do you like to speak to the audience in between, or is it something that makes you unconcentrated?
It depends the concentration of the audience. It depends of how tired I am after a piece. I like to have in the middle a break, and I also like, I have to tell you, the music for me, it's a holy thing, it's something really, I believe in that.
Yeah.
But I don't want that people believe I'm something special. I want that the people, my audience, see that I'm one of them. I'm nothing special. That's just handcraft.
Yeah.
And I'm on the stage and they're watching me, and I feel very connected with my audience. I feel like they're my friends and we share some things together. So sometimes I like to speak with them to bring myself down from this, let's say superstar or a mystical person or something. No, I'm just Mario. I drinking water.
Yeah, drinking water
in the world.
And playing accordion.
Yeah, but sometimes you catch the magic moments, then you don't need to speak.
No.
Let's say that's last Saturday. I didn't say nothing.
No, you said just some small stuff in between tracks, and at the end you had the magical moment of throwing the pick into the audience.
Yeah, but that was end.
Yeah, that was the end. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I will ask you a question later about it. Yeah. But before that, you said something about the acoustics of the church. How does it work? You play accordion. It's one instrument. I think you are one of the people that can really take the fullest out of his instrument. That's what I heard after the show. So many people saying it was like an orchestra of people, but it was just one guy playing an accordion. How does the acoustics help you, reaching that point that you explained a bit before?
In this church, it was a bit different because the reverb was so long that I have to play slower, and also the range between quiet and loud, it was also different. So I have to adapt always my music to the room. So that was my funny moment, because I love to play with this church. For me, it was let's say it was a beautiful duet between me and the church.
Oh, wow. That's good to hear. How long did you count how many seconds the reverb took? It's always between 5 or 10 seconds extra almost, right?
Yeah, I think yes. And then you have to understand that on my position, I don't hear it so the audience get it, So you have also always to imagine music, to imagine what is happened. So, but that's coming with experience, with long time playing.
Yeah, I can imagine. And is it working more on the bass lines, or is it more working on the higher parts of the composition?
No,
or is
it's more working between the when you play too fast, and then you don't hear, you hear it's coming like a soup.
Yeah,
it's on the end you have a soup, so you have to be very, very careful. And that is the beautiful thing what I like on the Baroque music, because they have a lot of experience with that. So you have to make a new articulation of the noises, of the sounds you produce.
Yeah. Ah, nice. I had the luck to be standing at different places of the church during the concerts, and it was really interesting to hear what all the different corners of the church were doing with the music. It was not on one spot; it was the same. So
no one was the same. Yeah.
No, it was really, really awesome experience.
Yeah, but that is something what you have to imagine on stage, that everywhere sounds different.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have to look what is the priority, for which moment. So then this part of song works there very well, and the other part works there very well. So yeah.
Nice. Hey, at the end of the show, you said something to the audience that you were, when you were a bit younger, you always hated that you weren't a guitar player and you were an accordion player and you couldn't throw picks into the audience like a real rock star. And well, you made your own plectrum, your own pick, and you took it and you threw one into the audience. Is that something you do more often, or was this the first time?
No, it's not the first time.
Okay.
No. It's not. It's just, like you have to know. I take the music very, very, very seriously, but I don't take myself very seriously. Of course, when you play music like me, and you have a lot of shows, and you have also people who like this music, then you can make a person which you are not. And I like not, let's say, to destroy this picture. I just like to be a normal guy, But the problem was in my life that I never been normal, because I was playing accordion when I was teenager, and I was thinking that's the most cool thing in the world. But all my friends say that's the most uncool thing in the world. So I was always jealous of the guitar player.
Yeah.
And and then you see also when I was on festivals, and of course I play also guitar with rock bands, and I play different instruments. You have to know, like, I'm a multi-instrumentalist, or you say. I build also my own instruments, and my studio is full of shit, instruments. Really, I don't know. I think I have maybe 5-10 guitars, a lot of synthesizers, very raised synthesizer, my piano, percussion things, cello, violin, pipes, flutes, really lot different instruments. But with accordion, I was always, when I'm going on the stage, I see the faces of the people, when they don't know you. And when you're coming as a guitar, you're a hero just because you have a guitar.
Guitar, yeah.
And I always say, this is a horrible instrument, and nobody believes in that. And then I ask the people, okay, go to MTV and 10 years ago, and make knock on door and say, hi, I'm Mario, I play accordion. They will say, no, we don't like. They will say they're logging about you, Today it's changed, of course, but I have always these feelings in me from the teenager time.
Yeah.
When this instrument was uncool, so I was watching the guitar player and try to find the secret of rock and roll and be a guitar hero. And I find that is the moment when they put the plectrum in the audience and everybody's screaming. So I said, that's good. Let's do it with me. So I made my own plectrum.
Yeah.
You can see on the plectrum they play accordion.
Yeah. That's actually the thing I liked most about it. So if you catch the plectrum, it says play accordion, and then your name is below. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, because you have to know it was always a little inside wish of me to have the same possibility to be allowed to go on a main stage, on a festival, or in a rock club, or in a techno club, wherever, with the accordion like a guitar player.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. We still have borders in our heads. We still have these pictures and cliches of instruments, and it's very difficult that people believe something and expect something which they never heard.
True, but don't you think that there's more space or more audience for other types of music, and for example, the accordion music that you play now?
I think yes. Like for me, it's different. The things changing a lot. Of course, I'm older.
Yeah.
I play longer my music. Also, the self-confidence is something which is very important. No one musician worldwide like to speaking about self-confidence when they're going on the stage, but it's something you have to fight with yourself, and to ask you, did I serve to the audience, to the image, to this picture of something, or did I serve to the music? You know, it's always these things. You know, what is the most holy thing?
What do you think?
Music,
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
I do not. Everything what I do in my life is only to bring the music forward, and not myself. I don't going on the stage because self-therapeutic thing, you know, or I go for my self-confidence or to feel better, or you know, I go there because I believe in some things which I really love.
Yeah.
I'm fanatic.
Yeah.
To this.
I think that's something you really share with the audience. You know, it's really something I heard a lot after the show from people who heard you play. They said there was so much energy and so much passion in the play, and I think that's really something special. So thanks a lot for playing last Saturday. When you, what do you expect from the future for yourself, but also for the type of music that you're playing? Do you have plans or ambition?
So of course there is a plan, you know, like, because I don't thinking that I get the full range of this instrument.
No.
I think I need a whole life to discover the noises and to make new pieces, you know, on this instrument. But also in a way I'm a little bit scared because the people see me only as an accordion player. You know, the public, you know, the public person, it's like Mario, the accordion player, and I'm not. I'm first musician,
composer.
I'm composer.
Yeah.
I'm just a musician who will play whatever, you know. I don't want the people coming to hear one accordion guy. I want they come to hear my music.
Yeah.
You know. So I work also at the moment thinking around what is potential to go more this way as a composer. So I make also a new album. I can tell you really a lot about that, but
please do.
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't. No, but still, please do.
No. I think
Is it going to be
maybe
a
little bit surprised. Let's say I will collaborate with very lot different people.
Okay.
And there will be songs which maybe I don't play. Some other play my music.
Oh, wow.
As a composer. And of course there will be accordion. I'm just working on that.
Is it going to be more classical or more electronical or
I don't thinking in these music boxes.
Okay.
I would be very, very, very bad guy if I would say like Baroque music is the most great thing in the world.
No.
I will be a very bad guy when I tell you metal music is the best thing in the world. I think you will hear everything of that, what I heard in my life, in my music, you know. And I think also when you just hear me solo, you see or you hear that I like very lot electronical music. I like very lot classical music.
Yeah.
And I really don't like when the people say me, it sounds like this, or like neoclassic, or it sounds like minimal music. I don't play minimal music, but of course you will find minimal moments.
Yeah.
I don't play electronical music, but of course you will find electronical moments.
Yeah.
And you will find horror moments. And you will find a requiem from the classical, you know. So I don't like to speaking in styles, but I hope when I make the next album, the people hear me as a musician.
Yeah. Hey, so can you say something about when the album is coming out?
I don't know.
You don't know.
When the album is ready, you know.
All right.
This is like, yeah. At the moment, I have a lot to do in Switzerland. I work on 2 soundtracks, also for 2 movies. I love to writing scores. I have some different projects. I play a lot in the last time with smaller bands, just in small pubs from friends in Switzerland, just for fun.
Yeah.
You know, like just 2 weeks ago, I playing with a drummer and a bass player. Only this night, you know, you cannot buy the record.
Nah,
you are there or you are not there.
Yeah,
It was so small place. It was, I think, maybe between 50 and 100 persons, you know.
Nice.
And you catch it or you don't catch it, you know. So I don't like to thinking in the music as it's a product, you know. So the next album must be the next step and not the next product.
No. That's nice, man. That's really good to hear. That's very promising. Where do you work? Do you work at home? Do you have a studio at home, or?
I have a studio in the town, and I have in the capital town of Switzerland, Bern. And I have a studio. I have my own label. I have a beautiful crew of people working with me. I have my musicians. So sometimes I ask myself also how I do all this together.
Yeah.
Where I find the time, but it works, and then I travel a lot, also meeting other musicians, and yeah.
The only thing
I miss, the only thing I miss in my life is more time.
Yeah, that I believe so. That I know that you don't sleep so much. At least last weekend you didn't sleep so much.
No.
And before we say goodbye, I just wanted to ask you one detail about last weekend. I heard you you brought your key with you to the airport. Is that true? Your hotel key.
That is very true.
Yeah.
And it was the first time because in the morning I had a breakfast.
Yeah.
With my sound engineer, and he put his key on the table. So I was thinking that's my key. So I bring his key back.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. It was just a misunderstanding. So I was thinking I gave my key back, but it was the key of my sound engineer. So then it's coming to trouble, with the phones. My production called me and the tour management.
But then the thing happened that you met Freek, the technician of the night before. You met him on Schiphol. Is that right?
Yeah, that was really crazy. Just before I go to the airplane, just before I go in, to check in everything. Then I saw on a glass window, someone like, knock, and I said, what's that? And and then sometimes, when you play a lot of concerts, sometimes you see someone and you know them, but you cannot connect. In this moment, it's like a shock. So we find because he was on the other side, and I already checked in, so we cannot. Everything is protected.
Yeah.
He's, So we find a very, very, very nice woman who was cleaning there, and she was available to go on my side with the security things, and she took the key and gave him.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
But as I heard, the key going's not first to New Zealand.
To New Zealand, yeah. Yeah, that's really.
And then coming back.
Yeah, it's such a funny story, man. Yeah, no, it's going to Auckland, and then from Auckland it will be sent back to Deventer, so it will be an international key.
Wow, very nice story.
Yeah. Hey, Mario, thank you so much for having a chat.
Thank you very much, and really thank to the people there, and you have beautiful crew and cool people. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man. That's really good to hear. Have a good night, and we really hope to see you again in Deventer or somewhere else in the Netherlands. Thanks so much.
Cool. Thank you very much.
All
okay.
right.
Bye-bye.